The thoughts and opinions expressed during this broadcast are for entertainment purposes only. They are not facts. Now enjoy the show.
11, maybe, yeah, probably like 11, 10, 11. This nigga's like 15, like 14, 15.
Now he's mad.
And so I'm doing that shit. This nigga gets mad as fuck and grabs me by the jacket and starts fucking slamming me on the ground, nigga. My fault.
Yo. We back rolling? Okay, we back rolling. Technical difficulties.
But like I was asking, which is a good question, what's your whole take on this, like, OG versus exotics? Like, which one, what do you think is, what's your shit?
I think there's a place for both. I think, shit, to me, I've tried so much exotic shit, and shit, I would say I like 50% of it. But, and then there's always like somebody that tries to grow OG, and it's hard. It's hard to grow OG, so when they try to do that, it's either you're going to get a little ass plant, or you're going to fuck it up. It's going to come out Some people could do it real good. It's harder to do that, so it's definitely harder nowadays to get some good ass OG. So
for sure,
you might as well.
I missed that 2012 OG. That was that, like,
yeah.
I feel like that was
the only shit around.
The epitome of it. It was Bubba and OG.
Yeah,
it was Bubba and OG. Either you're getting Bubba or you're getting OG, and if you got OG, it's gas.
Fuck yeah.
I remember some
Bubba.
like,
I was fucking with the Bubba too.
Bubba too.
That shit was fire. But yeah, once you got the OG, you just fucking like smell the bag. Like, god damn.
Bubba was the buddy baker back then.
Yeah.
But where fucking weed is at now from like the stress days is crazy, bro.
For sure.
Oh, yeah.
Like insane. Like,
when did you first start smoking weed? How old were you?
When I first started smoking was when it was, I don't know the age, but it was 8th grade, the summer going into 9th grade, 8th grade.
Oh, yeah.
The whole time of middle school, I was always like, I ain't trying to smoke. Everybody would even tell me, like, you don't smoke, let's smoke in school. And I'd be like, fuck that.
This nigga was part of the DARE program and shit.
I was into sports and shit, so I was like, nah, I'm trying to be a sports player and shit. And then around 8th grade was when I was like, I'm not gonna fucking play high school sports. I'm not even tall or nothing.
Sounds like you had some bad influences, bro.
And then tell me why. So then going into 8th grade, going into 9th grade, from 8th grade this summer, started smoking. And then I was gonna go to high school. So I was like, let me kick it with my homie.
Who the fuck were you hanging out with, bro?
Who was it?
With my boy Chris, and shit. But fucking, so then tell me, I'm gonna tell you the story of how I met Kyle. And then, so I'm going into high school. So I was like, let me go meet up with my homie that I'm gonna probably be hanging out with, because he's my good friend. We went to middle school together. He was on the football team for the high school team that I was about to go to.
Mm-hmm.
So then I was like, I'm gonna hang out with him, and he had told me like, oh, come over and hang out with me and all my homies. Like, he'd be cool with us, he'd be chilling with us and shit. And I was like, I'm meet my new homies pretty much for high school. And then I went to go hang out with those, and that's exactly what it was, pretty much. I just hung out with those fools for like, you remember that shit? For like almost the whole day, just me. But I just pulled up with AD, and then I was kicking with all you fools and shit. And
I don't remember the initial day, but I remember
it was at Nick's house.
This was Chris introducing you and shit, though. Like, this is my cousin and shit. Boop, 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 boop. And fucking, yeah, this who was the youngest nigga in the group, for sure. Doing all type of shit. All type of shit he shouldn't have been doing.
You're a bad kid, bro?
Oh, yeah.
A little nut, like troublemaker.
He had some bad influences, bro. Think about it, he's 8th grade, going into 9th grade, kicking it with niggas who are already in the 10th grade, doing bad shit.
Yeah, for sure.
And we were fucking...
It was terrible.
Popping pills, smoking weed, going out to fucking all ages clubs on Tuesdays. Fucking...
That was the hard part for me, because I was so fucking small and short and shit. You guys would always be trying to go to like some 18 and over club. And then I don't even remember what I would do to get in there.
Well, dance was all ages.
Whatever it was, it had to be 16 or something, because I was
no dance was, I think, all ages. You maybe had to be 13. That was the craziest part. Like, it was an all ages club.
I must have not looked 13, because they wouldn't let me in that motherfucker.
That's kind of crazy that they had those, man.
Bro, you got 15-year-olds doing ecstasy and drinking.
That's insane.
At 16, and there's like 21-year-olds right there chilling, partying with them and shit. Here, bro. Oh, you're trying to pass it down?
Oh, you could just pass it back down this way. Okay. But no, that's insane. Like that you went to those type of clubs?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We used to go all the time.
I never went, bro.
It was this club called Dance.
Weekend,
that shit was in Hollywood, and that shit was on Tuesdays. They would have electro night, and we would fucking pop some thizzles and fucking go shuffle our asses off, because we've been practicing all weekend.
I don't know if that's cool or sad that that's probably the craziest time of my life, just like partying.
No, I
It
mean,
was fun, bro. It was
Stop.
just, it's
your
life.
lights off, bro.
It was life, you know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, no. I mean,
Friday,
like,
Saturday, maybe even Sunday.
no.
But I mean, it's kind of it's a trip though, like, because I never was out there. Fucking, you guys are wild, nigga.
It's just niggas got responsibilities now. You feel me?
And then
Like, I can't.
We would pretty much go and even have dance competitions
For sure, battle
in
niggas.
in the party.
We be battling niggas like crazy, for sure.
Did you ever say you were like in a dance crew or anything?
They're the same crew, nigga.
Oh, you guys were dancing?
Team MPT, fool.
Oh,
For
shit.
sure.
And we
Going
would
crazy.
dance battle people and then like sometimes fight them.
We'll be battling whole crews of fight. Our crew was known for fighting people, for battling them, taking them out, and then if there was any smoke, we're squabbling.
Oh yeah.
That's funny.
We weren't just squabbling people for no reason.
Yeah, it was like
But if,
someone crossed the line, they got to get
if
punched.
it came down to
Yeah,
it,
it didn't take too much. Though,
yeah.
to-
If it came
didn't
down
take too
to it,
much.
they knew that we were squabbling. Like these niggas ain't just coming to dance. You feel me?
Yeah.
But then we had like mad niggas would always let us in for free, like mad respect and shit.
a lot of the
That's
homies
dope.
had a lot of aggression.
No, for sure.
That's what's up.
Good times.
We want to jump into, man. What you got on the menu, dog? What do you want to like dive into, bro?
Well, I did see. Did you see the first human trial of the Neuralink? You seen that?
Yeah.
That was crazy,
I
the
could tell
guy-
you, yeah, let's talk about that because I got a crazy story and we gotta. I might even have to call that out on the podcast.
Call him out. Call him out.
Push
Yeah,
it
bring
back
this
up a little
Okay,
closer.
so I got that first foot. I got the Neuralink.
Yeah.
So they said that it was the first disabled for that, or I guess he can't even talk, or
Yeah, he can't move and shit.
yeah,
He
can't
had the
move or talk,
mouse
right?
stick.
He can't move or talk, so
He could talk, but he
He could
didn't.
talk.
Oh, so now he can.
Yeah, he could
Now
talk.
he could do like drawing and stuff, right?
Yeah, well, he could use the mouse stick, like the thing that what's his name had, Stephen Hawking and shit, where they blow in it and shit, and they could control shit.
Oh, that's crazy.
I don't know how they do that shit, but yeah, they could like, but he could talk though.
But they did say that that it was for the first disabled person, right? Because I got
Hey,
a
he's
buddy.
paralyzed.
Yeah,
I got a buddy that says that he has it.
he has the Neuralink.
Yeah, he says he's on the trial. He's
Shit.
been saying it for a year now, dude. And I ask him questions about it. Let me see. I could probably look it up right now.
I
Ask him
wonder, like-
questions about it, and it's weird, dude. And he
Well-
posts all the time. Lately, he's been posting like depressed stuff, and like all his posts. You guys probably might want to follow him. All his posts are about that, like the Neuralink is.
And then be posting what
the
it's doing to him and
shit.
shit.
Really?
Yeah, he's always posting about it. Like,
That's crazy.
That's
I'm
crazy.
curious. So I'm not sure if like, who knows, maybe he got it earlier, some shit like that. But they just recently announced, what was it, like 3 months ago, that they were approving it for human trials and shit. So
Yeah.
unless he had it a little bit before, or
Well, I don't think that they're gonna just put it in one person. Right?
no, for
Like,
sure. But
there's
I'm saying
multiple
like
people with it.
they just approved it. So unless
Yeah.
like, I'm not saying he's lying. I'm just saying like, if he had it fucking before for a year
I
already.
don't know who. Graduated 22. But all his posts are pretty much about it. And he just, the first post on the top, it says
Starting to
18.
dawn on me that this thing in my head is a really powerful weapon.
It's crazy reading.
It
I'm
is
like,
hell.
this dude really got
What
it.
the
bro.
hell? Like,
Yeah, show
bro, all of
Did he
this.
show him using it ever on any of his posts?
No, but I think I've asked him something like it makes him smarter or something. I've asked him something that I really wanted to know, and he told me like, oh yeah, I could probably ask him something right now, and he'll reply.
So like when Elon posted it, he was like, "This is only the beginning." So like, where do you think it's going with it? Like, what do you think would more? What more is it gonna do than just being able to move a mouse? What do you think?
Oh, I mean, like we talked about it before, but they want to use it for people who can't see. They could see again. Use it just to have like an AI, like in. We haven't fucking stopped recording in a minute. We stopped recording today. Now we got the fire alarm.
This is that Neuralink talk. Elon fucking turned that shit on. Like, hell no, they can't keep talking about
They
that.
just shut that shit down.
The nigga that got it just shut it down right now.
For
That nigga
sure.
just turned it on. He's like,
From his range.
He's like, "Fool, you didn't at me." That's crazy.
Like, hey, look at, so that's what I think it's gonna be used for. You said, what do you think it's gonna be used for? Psychological warfare.
No, it could be. So you think it's all bad though? You think there's no good for it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like that dude.
it's good.
You know, he could.
but there's always
blow
gonna be
on
bad with the
something
good,
and
right? Like,
draw
so,
They're saying
something now.
potentially they can help people who can't like move, help them move again,
Yeah,
like walk and stuff. Yeah.
walk again, move their limbs,
draw.
draw
That's what I would want to do so bad.
with your brain.
Yeah, if I couldn't move, I would just be like, I just want to draw. For some reason.
That's
But
crazy.
what bad? What
artist
bad
in
do you? What bad though? What bad do you foresee in that stuff?
Oh, armies using it.
What read fucking?
Vladimir Putin with a chip in his brain. You don't want to see that shit, bro.
Right. Well, that's the
wanna see
crazy.
that
The,
shit, bro.
the potential to like be super smart and shit. Like, it's basically like people want the AI homie, like friend to tell them like, like that's the crazy thing with AI. Like one day you could just be like thinking about how do I fucking fix this transmission, and then that's just gonna instantly fucking
Yeah.
tell you
Yeah, exactly.
how to
yeah.
fix
You
it.
got
Like,
you got fucking Google in your brain.
yeah, literally.
I mean, we talked about like not having to talk anymore to be able to talk to each other.
Yeah, that's what I was about to
Now
say.
you're just
too.
like
read your thoughts.
texting.
Read your thoughts and
I'm gonna
shit.
be able to hear you and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hear your
Like,
thoughts.
fucking shit, bro. Fuck. We're going into a crazy dystopia, right?
This podcast is gonna get fucking took down
I know, like
by YouTube.
Another crazy shit I seen that was going like crazy viral this week is the whole Drake Bell, the Quiet on Set
Oh, I haven't.
documentary.
He did a
I didn't see it,
like
but
a documentary. Oh, so a documentary.
Well, so it was they did the documentary. It was just a
Seen the
portion
interview.
that they
Yeah.
showed, and that's the part that went viral though. Crazy shit, bro. Well,
everything about
it was basically the main one that they were talking about was Dan Schneider, which was the director of Drake and Josh, Amanda's Show, iCarly,
Yeah, I know who he is,
Victorious.
yeah.
Yeah, like he was that nigga at the time, like putting on all those shows you watched as a kid. You feel me?
But what happened to that for Drake Bell though? That I didn't see what happened. I
So
didn't see the documentary.
Drake Bell particularly, he said that he went to his house and he woke up in the middle of the night and he was like
getting molested by
getting molested by him and shit.
no, not by him, by like another guy.
Oh, I thought it was by him.
No, it's by like some dialogue coach or something like
and
that.
Dan was watching.
He was watching?
No,
No, I
some
thought he
P.
was a
Diddy
part
shit.
of it. He was
He's on
100%
some
a part of
P.
it.
no,
shit.
but no. He has his own separate thing that he's been like. There's a bunch of allegations that's been against him too. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think Drake did
All
it
of 'em.
because like he got the confidence from the people that called out P Diddy?
Shit.
Like the same
the whole
shit,
Me
no?
Too movement. It's a
Yeah.
men Me Too.
Yeah.
The man, me too now.
Shit. I don't know. I couldn't tell. I don't know if it's actually that he brought it up or that they were making the documentary about it and contacted him like, hey, we want you to talk about this.
They're just like perfect timing.
Yeah,
P.
perfect
Diddy got
timing.
exposed. It's
But
time.
let's not forget like that Drake Bell actually was caught like texting girls nude photos of him.
I
that
heard
were
something about
underage,
that
too.
before, too.
Mm-hmm.
I heard
You
something
know?
about that.
And I mean, I don't give no like, oh, you're passing shit for any type of shit with no kids. But I will say it does show though, like it's like a cycle and shit, you know? Like
Mm-hmm.
it happened to him and fucking
It goes on and shit.
it goes on and on and on. But yeah, that's some
Crazy.
crazy shit, bro, because the guy he did 16 months. Dan Schneider, he did 16 months.
Like some probation or something like that.
For
and
that?
was it.
Yeah, for that shit. And basically like right when he came back, he got hired for Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
Damn, I feel started getting my guys.
Like right after. He went to Zach and Cody.
I seen a clip too where they're like showing what Ariana Grande was doing on camera.
Yeah, that was crazy. They had her like.
What?
So one of them I seen when I was a kid. I'm gonna say it straight up. I seen when I was a kid. I didn't think anything of it.
because
but-
you're watching it. As a
But
kid.
that's what they said in the documentary is like, if kids didn't notice it, like who are they making it for? You feel me?
Oh, you're
but-
talking about like inside that's happening during the show, like
Yeah. Like
Like
basically like there was
live
one.
on the
scenes
skit?
scenes that she had to do in the actual show were like very like provocative and like
Well, she had one where she was like
fetish
squeezing a
and fetish.
potato like this and shit. And she was juicing it. It
Oh,
was
I think
basically
I've
like
seen that
people
shit. I
left
think I've seen that
comments
shit.
like, can you do this? Can you do that? And they told her to juice a potato. And so she was squeezing it and like moaning and shit.
What the
And then like they
I've
said
seen
like
that, though.
they said something about the ocean and she's like, if I'm already the wettest person ever, why would I want to get wetter?
Yeah,
like some shit like
that.
that's like, why would you do that? You know, like
for a little girl. To
yeah,
be
for a
saying.
little girl to be
And
saying
it's
that
Dan
shit.
Snyder's behind it, right?
Yeah, and he was behind it. And he said that he just created jokes that kids liked and were funny. And like the other one was like, she was like, oh, can a teenage girl drink water upside down on the bed? So
Yeah,
she
that
hung
was
over
crazy.
the bed and poured water all over her chest and shit. And fucking,
What in the world?
yeah, some strange shit, bro.
It's funny when you watch it, you don't know. Like when we were watching shit as a kid, you don't know. There's a lot, but there's a lot of that shit.
I will say though, when
in-
they put
in,
it
the
together
industry,
though, when they put it together, it looks crazy as fuck. But separately, like, cause like they kept adding a bunch of shit. Like they added like Zoe 101, and like they walked into the school, and it was the first episode, and the girl was like, "Ooh, look at the guy in the red over there, yada yada yada." And then they'll add that into it and say like, "Oh, see, like he was hypersexualizing him." Now, mind you, they're wearing mini skirts and shit. So like, why is every girl in this shit wearing mini skirts? And they were flirty, but at the same time,
101 was like that was probably the last one that I had seen. So
yeah, and that was like one of the last ones. But at the same time, when you're 12, 13, people are like, girls do think boys are cute. You know what I mean? Like that is a real thing. Like if you're a teen trying to watch the shit, that's real life.
At that age, they're like trying to bag a boyfriend or girlfriend.
That's what I'm saying. Like 13 to 15. You know what I mean? Like, so that's the thing. There's a lot of things like that they tied in with everything else and said, like, look at the whole.
You connect the dots.
You know?
You connect the dots, but like if there's allegations against them, though, then that just kind of ties it.
Exactly. Now it all ties in and shit.
Like,
basically, and that's how they were going about it. But definitely some crazy shit. Fuck that nigga for sure, either way.
Weirdos.
Yeah, I had seen a video of him like going up to iCarly, like trying to like hug her on her, but they're like singing her happy birthday or something. I seen it on Twitter, and then he was like all like trying to get up on her, and she was like, hell away.
And then it got to a point where he was like yelling at people too and like putting them down. He was yelling at the girl, Sam from iCarly, the blonde one. Yeah. He was like yelling at her and shit, like, you're never gonna be nothing, your shit as a fucking actress, like shit like that. And so that was part of why he ended up eventually getting fired. It wasn't for anything sexual. It was for being a dick to the people.
So he's not on board no more.
Yeah, he's not. He's done.
And that's Nickelodeon, right?
Yeah, Nickelodeon. Yep.
That's why Disney Channel's better.
Well, I mean, no. I'm saying then Disney Channel hired him from Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Oh, shit. They
ain't better. They're not better, dog.
Yeah, crazy.
He was just hopping back and forth or what?
Yeah, and then after that, he ended up getting
just a dirty dog.
Hey, one thing that happened that we didn't talk about since we took a week off. The fucking...
Why do we take a week off?
The trip around the world, bro, that SpaceX did.
Oh yeah, the Starship launch. Fire. Bing, 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 bing. That shit was hard.
That was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, test flight number 3.
I know I had seen everybody was posting about it though. Every time SpaceX does something like that, people think like aliens are taking over.
Oh, he's talking about the Falcon 9 launch. Everybody was posting.
Different.
Yeah, they did 3 launches in one day. For Falcon 9, people were seeing it in the sky and shit. Yeah. The smoke trail. Shit.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking you guys were talking about.
Yeah, they were doing, I think they were doing, it was supplies to the ISS, and they were doing Starlink satellites and shit.
Oh, that shit.
What was the other one that went around?
So it didn't go all the way around. It was the Starship. The Starship, the most advanced, strongest rocket ever created in the world. Fucking, they sent that shit. Basically, it's test number 3. So the first one, they tried to land, but it was just like the top part. Second one exploded. Or rapid disassembly, that's what they called it. And then the third one, the plan was just to get it all the way up to orbit. The second one didn't go all the way to orbit, like to space. This one went to space, separated. The bottom part landed in the ocean, and then the top part went into orbit for like 20 minutes, and then came back down to Earth.
The way it looked was crazy.
Yeah, it was super crazy. If you guys haven't seen it, go check that shit out on YouTube.
I'm about to check
they have some crazy like,
bro.
It's because they keep advancing the cameras they're putting on there, and now it's like 4K, like crazy, bro. You can literally see like it's a view looking down. You can see that shit separating from the booster and shit, and the bottom part just going back towards Earth.
Like getting, like shifting, and then when it was entering back into the atmosphere. You seen like how like it was like the fire,
the plasma.
You could see like all the.
There's the fire like going up in the shit like as it's coming back down. That shit was fucking sick. No, for sure.
But my thing is always like, because like I remember the whole big thing about SpaceX was like the whole rocket going up and landing back down. Why is it that these rockets aren't just doing that, going up and then just landing back down?
So the one that everybody's seen, that one goes up and lands back down. That's the one they've been like having this whole time. The Starship is still in research and development. They're testing it. The shit is so fucking big. I can't even like explain how big to you it fucking is. It's fucking giant. So to get that thing up, you have to put 39 rockets on there. 39 of the most advanced rockets in the fucking world. Right?
Insane.
So that shit has to go up, and then for it to land, because it's so big, basically what they're trying to do is a belly flop. So the base, because you have the booster part and then you have the actual ship. The booster part is going to separate, come down and land. But when the ship comes down and lands, it's going to have to come down sideways and then hit the gas, go back upright. Like, this is the floor, nigga. It's going to come down this way, hit the gas like this, and then land. With nobody getting fucked up and just... but it's bro, it's
heavy.
It's fucking like 20 stories, like just the ship part. just the ship part, not the booster part
Yeah.
added. So basically they're testing part by part. You have to keep testing. That's why I said the first time was just the ship part, the top part.
Yeah.
Second time was the whole thing. It kind of got destroyed. It was just to get data. The third time, let's see it go into orbit. Let's see if we can get it to land in the area we want it to land in. And they tried to make it upright as it was hitting the ocean. Because like obviously they're not going to practice on the floor. So they made it upright hitting the ocean, got all that data, and then the next one, who knows what's going to try next.
Yeah, okay. It's just literally like phase 1, phase 2, phase
exactly.
3.
And that's the thing was crazy because last time when the shit...
Imagine you're the one putting the money behind you, you're just like, damn, we blew up another
But it's part of the fucking...
The process?
The process. But like the last one when they did the second launch, I remember everybody was on Instagram like, look at these guys all excited when their rocket blew up and shit, like not knowing, like they're thinking like their shit don't...
It was a disaster.
Like I'm seeing memes like I wouldn't... give Elon $20 to give me a ride to the supermarket type shit, like making jokes and shit because they don't know really like.
Yeah.
But give it like 5 or 6, it's gonna go crazy.
You going to Mars, bro? If they offer you,
that's what I was thinking. I was thinking about asking you guys that. Would you guys go? I always thought since I was a kid, hell no, I'm so scared of space, bro. I'm not even gonna lie.
That shit has to be the most like imagine being in the ocean by yourself on a little canoe. In the middle of the deep ocean, like it's like that type of mind game. You feel me? Like just alone, probably more alone than that.
I'm good.
At least you're in the deep ocean. You're like,
I'm good.
Oh, maybe a Coast Guard could come find me or some shit.
Yeah,
ain't nobody finding you.
What about like when we get to technology where you can just go up and see?
Little elevator up
type shit.
They're thinking about that elevator.
Fuck, nah, I still wouldn't do it. I'd be so scared, bro.
I'll do elevator,
heights, bro. You know what? I went to Six Flags and I did.
I'm with you.
I did every ride at Six Flags, and then I said I'm never doing them again. I was scared. I was scared doing all.
Okay, if they said $1,000, you go up to orbit, like you just go right outside the Earth. You stay up there for about an hour and then come back.
No. Not for $1,000.
For $1,000?
Yeah, that's cheap as fuck.
It's too cheap.
I pay or they pay me.
They'll pay you.
Well, I still won't do it. Jesus. I'm gonna need at least 20.
Yeah, they pay you 20.
Yeah, maybe.
That should be sick though.
I'll be
crazy.
I'll be so fucking scared.
But like just an elevator, huh? Just like that goes all the way up.
Nah, I want to launch up there.
You want to launch? You want to get the deal?
You feel me? I'm trying to do all that.
Fucking Kane Buzz Lightyear. Start
and beyond. I'm up there.
Kane Buzz Lightyear.
No, I'm good, bro. I don't go on roller coasters, bro. I fuck no.
Dude, roller coasters scare the shit out of
That's
me.
funny.
That's
I went on everything and said, "Fuck that, I'm out of here." Never
I went
again.
on every single ride, and then after that, I was like, "Hell!" And I only went on them because they were telling me like, "You're a bitch," you know. So I was like, I gotta do it.
Roll this up.
I was like, I gotta do that, and I never went again. I go on the little kid rides now, the little baby ones, Revolution.
Like I went on like Hollywood. What is it called? Hollywood Terror Tower, or whatever the fuck that was called at Disneyland.
Or
Disneyland.
Or what was it? California. I think California.
Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh, that one kind of scared me.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the same as the house. It used to be House of Haunted.
That one.
What was it?
The Hollywood
Horror Nights. Hollywood Horror Nights.
Terror Tower.
Hollywood Tower of Terror.
Something like that.
Some shit like that.
It was like Twilight Zone shit.
Twilight
like you
Zone.
Go, and just drop.
Smacks,
like,
yeah. You guys don't like them?
That's what I'm saying. I go on that. I can't take that shit. So
like, can't take it how though? Nigga, you about to have a heart attack at the bitch?
You see my picture? I can show you.
Bro, yeah, show us the picture. What the fuck? That's crazy.
Show you a picture of me on that ride.
I just went there in January.
You should show the chat the picture too.
Show the chat.
Hey, shout out the chat too, man. If you're in here, man, go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, all that, man. Yeah. Share the video. You feel me? We going up. Hey, but if you had to pick a weed company, like when you buy, who would you go to?
Oh, man.
Who's top 3?
Top 3. I was about to say one is hard. You got that's
top
you
3.
Hooked me up because I wasn't even thinking you got to give me a top 3.
It's like a good Friday, and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna get some good shit. Like, what am I gonna get?
Yeah, I was really about to be sitting here for hours thinking of one. I like for sure Kushco, and then I like CBX. For sure, that's my top 2. Third, that's hard. Because those are really the only 2 that I really smoke. Is those 2. So
about Backpack Boys.
For third, I'm gonna go probably with someone that's like not even really known at all.
Marathon OG, baby.
Yeah, that shit is good.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll probably have to go with them, but I personally don't buy from them too much because I don't see with them in the store that I'm at where I go. So I'll probably just go with the best weed that I ever smoked. It was from some company called Baked.
I'm gonna have to throw it up
Baked?
on there.
Yeah, Baked.
Fire. I
I'm gonna
had
have
some
to throw
baked
it up
before.
on there.
It was called Orange Cookie Dough.
Orange cookie dough.
Yeah, it was
Oh.
called Orange. That was probably one of the best weed I
That
ever
was me
smoked.
on that ride.
The way that nigga laughed. This nigga is holding on to that shit, boy, for dear life.
Bro, I didn't even.
Hey, if you guys are listening to this, audio listeners, go to YouTube right now and go to this exact moment in the video. And this is fucking crazy. That nigga looks like it's the end of the world right there.
It's the Guardians of the Galaxy now, I think.
Yeah,
Right?
it is.
I was just on it.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went on that one. It was pretty scary, and then I wanted to try out that Incredicoaster.
I haven't tried that one yet.
Roller coaster. I guess it's supposed to be like the only good roller coaster.
I haven't been in Disneyland in a minute. I gotta go. I haven't been in like probably since like 3 Halloweens ago. The last time I went.
I went and it was raining. It was raining when I went.
Damn.
Like
That's
crazy, bro. It was raining like crazy.
What the fuck? Did
You ever
have
been
an
on
umbrella
that-
earlier? Or what?
You ever been on a Disneyland
I
date?
was dumb. Nah, hell no. I know.
No.
Oh,
Once you
hell
take a
no.
Disneyland date, it's serious.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah. fuck.
You about to have a baby and get married once you go on a Disneyland date for sure.
For sure. For
Yeah,
sure.
we got to go to Carl's Jr. first.
Universal, you're good if you go to Disneyland.
a whole nother level.
Yeah, I'll do Universal.
Hey,
I
do you
haven't
got,
done that, but I was talking to some chick that worked at Universal.
Oh yeah,
So I could have.
you got the tickets.
Yeah.
got the hookup?
You still got the tickets.
Nah, look, she works somewhere else now.
Damn.
She got OnlyFans
You
now.
Nice.
Ah,
Hell yeah. She got a discount code.
Nah, I don't think so. She's a
Hey.
stingy bitch.
Do you write reviews, bro? Or you the type of guy who's gonna like?
Leave a review.
Yeah.
I'm the type of guy. I'm not gonna leave a good review. I'm gonna tip you, and then for a bad review, I'm gonna leave you a bad review. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna leave a good review.
it's only
I'll
bad
just tip
reviews.
you. Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah, because I don't got the time unless I'm mad. Then I got the time.
Unless I'm mad.
It's funny, like
I'll
for
make
the
the time
negative,
for
we're
it.
like, we're gonna definitely go in there and fucking write some shit. We're not gonna say how Tommy was hooking you up
No,
and
that's
he
a
was
fact.
a good server.
I only use good reviews when it's like a spot I
never
fuck
even
with.
thought of that.
Like Inca Maya. I seen the other day they
Yeah.
had like a 4.4. I started calling people like, hey, go
Go-
on to this shit and give them a 5.0, bro. These my niggas for sure.
They haven't even ate and shit.
For sure.
You gotta
for
go
sure.
over there and hit them up and say, hey, look, I've been trying to get your guys' reviews up. I need some type of little like incentive, maybe.
Nah, they already know what's up. They already know we're gang.
That's
What knows
funny.
me by name, I call and he's like, carne asada burrito? All right.
3
What's
sauces.
the name of it?
Inca Maya.
It's around.
It's
here.
right there right now. You got to go grab that before you leave. That's just smacking. Get you the carne asada burrito and then the green salsa. Stupid.
You
To
gotta
It's
die
get
for.
the
green salsa.
it's the shit from the yeah, you got to get the green salsa. It's the ají amarillo from like the Peruvian spot, like when you get the lomo saltado.
Mhm.
Oh,
The
okay.
same green salsa you put on there,
Yeah.
but with your carne asada burrito. Stupid gas
Yeah.
for sure.
Stupid guess.
Stupid
So he asked me, and I told him I'll leave a bad review, but for a good review, I just give him a tip. I never have left a good review. Never.
I guess that's pretty true, but I feel like if you leave a good review, they gotta really like look out. You feel me? Like they hook you, be like, all right, I gotta go in here and hit them up.
Yeah, I've never done it. They just make me. Whenever that happens, I'm just so happy. I'm ready for the next task of the day.
Yeah.
I'm just like excited. to
Moving
do
on,
it.
you're done with them, all
Yeah,
right.
I'm excited. I'm just excited for the rest of the day.
But if you're
After
mad,
the
you're
rest
like locked in thinking about that shit.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
oh
I'm ready to
hell
take 'em
nah,
down.
this nigga, I said no onions. This nigga put extra onions
Yeah, I'm ready to take down the whole business
on my
after that.
tacos and shit. That nigga Chicken Little was like, what the fuck is this? This fucking onion tacos? That shit was crazy.
That shit look bomb too, and he's like, I don't like onions. I'm like, oh man. I like
No, that should look kind of crazy. That should look too many onions.
The fuck, onions?
No, I do, but it was like a taco, meat, and then the rest of the taco was filled in with just straight onions. The meat was like 30% of the taco. 60% onions, nigga? What the fuck is that? And he asked for no onions.
Hey, it was like the long onions too.
Yeah. You should have said no cebolla, my boy.
Like,
That shit was a straight fucking grilled onion too, like along. It wasn't chopped. It was just along the whole shit.
would you fuck with like the Flying Dutchman?
Yeah, I fuck with Flying Dutchman for sure.
Never had it, but
Yeah, for
What
sure.
is that?
It's when you go to In-N-Out.
Yeah, it's
Just
In-N-Out.
onion.
shit,
It's
right?
like an onion.
Huh? That's not a Flying Dutchman.
Isn't it?
No.
What's the
You're
what,
talking about
just,
something
Onion as
else.
a bun?
yeah, just onion as bun. What is that?
Oh,
That is
that's not a Flying Dutchman. I forgot what that's called, but a Flying
That-
Dutchman is the beef patty. You just get 2 beef patties with cheese on top. And usually I get that shit, and I get the animal style fries. You get a Flying Dutchman, you rip it up, and it's basically carne asada fries, but In-N-Out.
Yeah.
You rip it up on your animal style fries.
I'm
put
getting
some
hungry
shit
on this bitch.
Nah, for sure.
You be doing
Inca Maya.
the crazy shit with your food.
No, for sure.
Just get into it.
I just go crazy, bro. Hey, when it comes to munchies, though, where you at with the munchies? What's the top 3 munchies?
All chicken spots.
Oh, fried chicken, or what are you talking about?
Yeah, Raising Cane's, Chick-fil-A.
For sure.
Chick-fil-A's on that.
Was Chick-fil-A said they're changing their chicken now?
Yeah.
For a third, I'll probably have to go with like In-N-Out or Habit. I
For
like Habit a
sure,
lot, too.
crazy.
But what about some like stoner shit though? Like stoner goes.
Like, I'll tell you, I did this.
I eat regular.
I did this. A bagel with cream cheese, put a little bit of jelly, pop that motherfucker in the microwave for about 5 to 7 seconds. It's gonna get it nice and warm. Don't toast the bitch. Just toss it in the microwave 5 to 7 minutes.
Warm it up.
Gas.
Okay.
Gas. Jelly and cream cheese, bro.
Lost me.
That's the move.
I've never put jelly on it. with
Bro,
cream cheese.
stupid.
Stupid gas.
Stupid.
Hey, do you guys like to put like smother your bagel with cream cheese or light
Medium.
or none?
Close to smother.
Light? You don't like any of it?
I don't like that shit.
Close to smother.
I don't even like it. You put butter or what?
No, I don't like that shit.
What about hot Cheetos and cream cheese?
I like that.
This nigga don't like no sauces or condiments.
I don't really give a fuck. That straight up.
Sauce
Yeah?
it.
Like they be like, you want some ketchup? I'm like, I'm good. You want mustard? I'm good. You want this? I'm good.
This would rather eat a salad
Like
with no
I'll eat
dressing.
chicken,
Oh hell no, you crazy.
He'd
I
rather
would.
eat a salad
No, I
with
would.
no
I
dressing than
would.
put dressing.
but just lemon and like salt.
I've never tried that. That seems kind of.
But for the fact that but he'd rather
Bro,
eat it
yeah,
with
no.
nothing. Like if you gave him the salad, you're like, look, we got Thousand Island, we got ranch, we got blue cheese, we got any dressing you could think of. He'll be like, nah, just give me the lettuce.
So if you go to In-N-Out, you can tell them no
Yeah, what about the
animal
spread?
sauce or no
The
But
spread.
the thing is, I do get that shit, but it's like weird, bro. Like I don't know. I'll fuck with it then. You feel me?
Yeah,
Okay.
On certain occasions.
it has
You
to
don't put
come.
no ketchup in your burger?
If I make it at the crib, not really, nah.
No.
But if it comes like that, then sure, whatever. It's weird.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm
Whatever.
just saying,
This
like,
guy's not living.
but I'm just not like even with chicken and shit. Like I'm not. They're like, oh, what do you want, barbecue? I'm like, good.
Oh no, I'll be mad. I'll be like, I'm not fucking eating.
Hot sauce.
Fire.
I'll say hot sauce for sure though over anything though.
Yeah.
Like spice over anything for sure though. Like, but I just can't fuck with it no more though. You know what I'm saying? Like that should be fucking. Giving
If
me
it's
heartburn
ripped,
and
just
shit,
roll the
bro.
other one, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'll be getting heartburn like
That's
crazy.
crazy.
Like-
No, just roll the other one.
Like, bro, the like you said, pizza. Fucking hands down, bro. Cheese and jalapeno just alone, bro.
Yeah.
Fire.
that's
You
the
fuck with that
go-to.
shit?
I'm not too big on jalapenos. Those shits are fucking hot.
That's what I'm saying. Like I fuck with them though, but like
Yeah.
that mix just jalapeno and cheese on a pizza, bro.
I don't even know how people eat jalapenos because I've tried one with the nachos back in the day, get from the ice cream man. The nachos with the jalapenos. That shit would have my shit on fire.
For sure. That's the only. I honestly have a strong stomach. A lot of shit people be telling me fucks up their stomach, but there ain't no way that shit you ain't blowing shit up after you eat the nachos out the ice cream truck, bro. I don't give a fuck, bro. You could have a titanium stomach. Your shit hot, boy, the whole night.
Oh man.
You fuck with gaming and shit at all? Like you?
I used to. I know. I'd say I know still a lot about gaming.
Yeah.
I recently stopped gaming though. I'd probably say about 5 years ago.
What was your game?
At the ending time.
Yeah.
My all-time game. I'll tell you, my all-time game definitely is Battlefield 3.
Battlefield.
Oh
Battlefield.
yeah, I used to go crazy on that motherfucker.
Well, but like, what about like classic shit like Mario and shit? Fuck with
Classics like The Simpsons.
Ain't nobody. That used to be my shit. The Simpsons that's in the shakies. I go
They
crazy
don't
on them.
got that motherfucker no more.
Yeah, I need that. I'll get that in the crib.
For real.
I don't remember what it was called.
I
The
forgot
Simpsons?
too,
Not
but
hit
it
and
was-
run, right?
It was like
Huh?
yeah.
Was it Hit and Run?
Yep.
Is that what it's
It was
called?
just
Oh
like Grand
yeah,
Theft
yeah.
Auto, yeah.
That's just fire.
Simpsons style.
Fire, fire.
Oh, you're talking about that one.
My mom
the
would
one that was on PS2 and shit.
Yeah, my mom wouldn't let me play
That's-
Grand Theft Auto.
I'm
but
talking
she
about the
let
one
me
I was.
play
That
on
shit was
GameCube and
sick.
shit, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, that one.
But like
It
when
was like
like,
Grand Theft Auto.
but did you fuck with Mario though?
I fuck with Mario, yeah.
Regular Mario or Mario
Mario.
Kart?
Mario, but I was more of a Pokemon.
All Mario?
dude.
I fuck with Mario.
I was more of a Pokemon dude, but I fuck with Mario
Yeah.
heavy though.
What would you say was like your favorite like Mario like power?
Favorite power up?
I'll probably do
Power up. What is your favorite one?
the one where he turns into that shit where he can fly. I don't know what fucking.
Fire.
The feather. The
Yeah,
feather shit.
yeah.
What about you?
That one's crazy.
Probably the feather or fire. The fire was fire. You could just
The
fucking
fire was the one for I'm saying.
destruction.
Yeah.
Just get
Hey,
everything out the way.
Shout out to Jose. This was from Jose, and she's like, "Hey, ask Kyle what's his favorite Mario power up."
What's cracking, Jose? Bloop, bloop, bloop. Fire. Bloop, 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 bloop. For sure. The
I'll say
flower.
that. And then of course flying. Like that shit was cool.
I used to play a lot of Zelda too.
Yeah.
Zelda was
You guys
cool.
played that one? I
Yeah,
played
I
that shit
remember,
when I was real
the
young.
main one I played was like the Ocarina of Time. I think is finishing that one. I remember playing that shit and finally finishing it.
Yeah,
Bro,
I used to game so hard.
You
when I
ever
was
passed
like
any of these games
Me
though?
too.
Like, have you guys ever passed
Ocarina of
Mario?
Time.
Have you guys ever passed?
No, for
Sonic?
sure.
Like,
Back then, my shit was I gotta pass everything.
because you can't even turn that bitch off.
Yeah, you gotta pass everything.
Leave that shit running while you go to school.
For sure.
I would like to say that I beat every game that I played. Shit.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah.
Except for my more recent ones, like playing like Red Dead Redemption, Assassin's Creed, like a couple of those, like I'll get them and be all excited. Now story modes,
Fall off.
I used to love story mode, but now like it's too much to lock into, bro.
Yeah,
Like
yo,
I
you
can't.
gotta have somebody with you, bro.
Yeah, you gotta.
Like, I always had my little brother, and then every time I got mad, I was like, "Here, you gotta do this."
Yeah, for sure. Because at this point, I'd rather just drop in, shoot some shit, and get off.
Yeah.
45 minutes to an hour and be off this bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
If you do story mode, you got to commit like 2 hours. Then you got to do it like a show where you do it
You gotta get some
every other
popcorn and
day.
shit.
Mhm.
Yeah, like I was playing some game recently. I already fell off of it, but the one I was telling you, I think I was telling you about it.
Helldivers?
It was free. Nah, I wish I played Helldivers.
I
But
wasn't playing yesterday. I was watching Jose play that shit.
Sick.
Bro, there's no way. Like, there's some of these planets you go on. There's no way you can win, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
pretty much.
You need like 50 niggas to come
What
in there
game?
with you.
Helldivers
Helldivers?
2.
Oh, I heard of that game.
It's basically
I
like
don't know anything
Starship
about it,
Troopers.
though. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
but there's like different. Every planet has like different things that are like on there and shit. bro.
Yeah, and
Like,
you got to basically
there's
like
AI planets and all types.
you
got
got to kill everything like and take it over 100%. But like, let's say you get on today and it's at 36%. You go to work or whatever. You go home. You come back. If niggas haven't been playing that shit, that's just gonna be 82%. And now you got to take
And
it all the way
there's-
back down
Yeah,
and
bro.
take it over. And then it's just like live planets that people are playing at all times.
I like,
But
I
the
like
graphics
those
were
kind of
sick.
games.
Yeah, that shit looks pretty sick. That
I
shit looks
like.
pretty sick.
I always wanted to play that. There was this one game I forgot what it was called, but it was like a.
My fire alarm
It
pissing
was
me off.
supposed to become like a. Like where it become. Have you seen the Grand Theft Auto where people do like role play?
Yeah.
It's like that, but like space. Like we trying to live a life in space.
Oh, that's fire. What,
Oh,
like
that
That looks
Destiny?
pretty cool. Yeah, kind of like Destiny, but I forgot what it was called. But it looked really cool. Yeah,
That's sick.
super good
Was
graphics.
it like they were just under development and shit?
Yeah, I don't know if it ever came out, but that was like
Did it
probably
look
like
like?
the end.
Did it look like Avatar shit?
Yeah, in space.
All right, when you think
But like I'm
about
saying, like actual like blue characters and shit.
when you think about
It was
being a
humans.
kid,
Okay.
what was your top game and shit? Like, which one do you remember? Like, you were just
As
happy
a
playing
kid,
that shit.
as a teen, Battlefield 3, but as a kid, for sure, Kingdom Hearts.
Ooh, that's my shit.
That's my favorite
That's
shit
my
too.
shit for
Yeah.
sure. I remember playing that shit and trying to beat it before my stepdad and shit so bad. That shit was super fire. But my stepdad was also, because you know there's so much secret shit and shit. He was going for 100%. And I was just trying to beat the story.
My
But that
brother
game
was
was
so good at that shit. My brother was so good. Anytime I would like just do the basic shit, and then I'll like try to beat the boss, and then I'll be like, I can't do it.
that shit was
He like,
fire
you gotta
too.
do it.
That's honestly one. That's probably my favorite game too. Fucking, cause like I didn't fuck with Final Fantasy. That shit was
I
kind
never
of
played
weak.
that game.
That shit was kind of weak because it was role playing. Like you didn't actually like attack
Yeah.
and shit.
My brother
You
plays
just
that game. I never played.
you
it.
just choose attack, you know, and then your guy attacks on his turn, then he comes back,
Yeah,
and
I
then they
have,
attack you.
I've seen how it plays. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't fuck with that shit. But
It
Kingdom
was kinda-
Hearts,
What about
Acting.
a fighting game though?
that's my kind of shit. Kingdom
Fighting
Hearts is
game?
my favorite game.
Like just like Tekken or like
Tekken.
Street Fighter.
What's the one with the Yoshimitsu? Is that Tekken? No, Soul Blade. That shit was fire. You ever play Soul Blade?
No.
Fire.
Tekken was my shit.
I always tell the story about fucking. I told you the story about my uncle. We were playing Soul Blade. I'm good, bro. And we were just fucking. We were just like I was beating his ass because like it's Yoshimitsu, which they have a character like him on Tekken 2, and basically he gets on a sword and he does like a pogo stick jump, and like he'll just jump and hit you and hit you and hit you. And it's kind of hard to like knock him off that shit. So I was doing that shit over to this nigga, and I beat him. Now, mind you, I'm like 11. Maybe, yeah, probably like 11, 10, 11. This nigga's like 15. like 14, 15.
Now he's mad
And so
when
I'm
he
doing that
does.
shit. This nigga gets mad as fuck and grabs me by the jacket and starts fucking slamming me on the ground, nigga. Like a bitch. Right? I'm like 10. I'm like 10, 11, bro. Like 10 probably. This nigga just slamming me on the ground and shit. Manhandling me and shit. And then fucking that nigga just walks away and I'm just like, you're a bitch. And that nigga just walks away and shit. And fucking, yeah. That was active. I'm
sore loser ass
yeah,
nigga.
for sure. I seen this nigga on Christmas and shit, and I fucking low-key was manhandling his son. No comeback with that. His son's like,
he's like, I'm gonna take it on.
No. It had nothing to do with that. I wasn't manhandling him.
And shit, just like
No. We were playing basketball, but I was like getting up in his shit and shit. Like
flashbacks.
I was getting up in his shit, like, and then he was like trying to get in my shit, so I was like I kind of bumped him and was like shooting a layup, you know, type shit.
Yeah.
And fucking, I even like one time like dramatized it. I'm like his uncle type shit, you know. So I dramatized it and shoved the shit out of him, like a little bit, not too crazy. And his dad was like, damn. And his dad was like, damn, you hit my son like that? And I was like, hey, motherfucker, you remember what you did to me? And that nigga just got quiet as shit. And then fucking, I told him, hey, do that shit. I told him, do that shit. Now he laughed.
I told him, say it's serious, but he was doing you if he didn't even laugh.
No. I told him, do that shit now though. And then that nigga just got quiet as shit.
Was like 50, trying to fight him.
No, he's not 50. He's only like 3-4 years older than me. He's only like 3-4 years older than me.
Those are the ones that always try to manhandle you.
But
someone like 3 or 4 years older.
No, for sure. But like everybody in my family knows me now. Like is like
the buff.
Because you know I not even just buff, just like I left young, so they don't know, but they know. You feel me? Like they know I'm not fucking around on some different type shit. Nobody else left the family at 16. You feel me? Like that nigga don't. You know, that's my uncle, but I was just saying that nigga don't want no fucking problems. I was just saying, that's what I was like,
you don't want no problems, problems.
I'm not bringing him no problems.
No problems,
hey,
problems.
You don't want no problems.
Speaking of buff, though, I've been seeing Pete getting buff.
Ooh, let's talk about it, bro.
Big out there.
Big Pete.
Buff. I seen Pete. I think it was the I'm not sure what the machine is. The chest one where you squeeze them in.
Oh yeah, the titty press.
Yeah, he was doing that one, and he said he did a 200. And then I tried it once, and I was like, "Oh fuck!"
Hell no!
I had to try
I did what you said too. 250.
250 all the way. Yeah, and you can still hit it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Cause I seen him doing the 200. And I was like, he's hitting that shit too easy.
I know. I tried. I couldn't even fucking move it, bro. I was like, God damn.
Yeah, he was hitting that shit too easy.
I can only do 150.
You in the gym or what, dog?
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's right.
You gotta get one in. I'm gonna start going to Planet.
Shit,
tomorrow.
That's the one, bro. Low key, they say you're a pussy if you go there, but I mean, I don't
nah,
really
that's
need
some
the bench
bullshit.
press.
What the fuck?
I don't really need the bench press.
Oh, they don't have bench press there?
No,
just at that one or any?
I don't think they have them at any. They don't have any free weight.
What?
Oh, really?
Fuck.
Oh, that makes no.
That shit blew my head.
Yeah.
He's like, well, that doesn't sound good.
Pussies, yeah.
I mean, it don't matter. Still, weight is weight, but I'm pretty sure there's some differences, obviously. Some of that blunt, dog.
Well, I think with for me personally, like the machines and stuff, like those just feel assisted, you know. And then on top of that, you don't really get to focus on, you know, actually getting both arms worked out if you're doing a chest press on the machine. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
you can't for sure guarantee the control like you have to.
You have to probably just do one at you have to do one hand at a time type shit.
Yeah, usually that's what I do. I'll go like this and shit.
You have to isolate it yourself, basically.
And then with that one, I'm not sure what it's called, but that one I just go fucking crazy. I just go extra.
Yeah.
I just do extra fucking sets, extra reps, and then I go to failure until my shit's about to fucking rip, bro.
That's what we call it now. You go Sullick, dog.
Yeah.
Tom Sullick.
Sam Sullick.
What's up?
He's a big ass bodybuilder.
Yeah. He's like the new school, the newest, hottest bodybuilder.
Yeah,
he goes to fucking failure or what?
He goes to failure all the time. Bro,
crazy.
This nigga Snark said that like he was going to failure so much that he was lifting the weight up with his hand to like get that last rep in and shit.
That's crazy. That's right.
Bro, every rep he hits, he's like doing this now. Like he's like, oh, it's like
yeah, you know, to the point where you're getting your
Snork?
Sam Sullick.
You're getting your rep in, and then it just gets to the point where they're just like this.
Yeah, you see.
He can't even pick it up, but he's just doing it.
Just like,
oh, that was on some shit for sure.
Oh,
for
yeah.
Sure.
That was on some shit. It was on that trend for sure.
I try to do what they do, but just naturally.
Yeah, for sure.
But no, I seen something that a bodybuilder had said where he said, there's a failure in your mind, and then there's like actual physical failure. Yeah. So I've been trying to go
because you can push yourself
failure.
a little bit more for sure. That's what we did this last Saturday.
There's a lot of times where I'm like, it hurts, but then now I'm trying to get that last one. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's where I be fucking up, honestly, because I don't always be going to failure. My brain doesn't, and then because I'm so used to working out by myself that like even sometimes when somebody spotted me on the chest press and shit, like I've been working out with Kenzie and shit, and I'll be like hitting it, and like I know I could do 2 more probably, and then like 1 where I'm like failing and she could help me, but I won't hit any of those 3. Like I'll just stop when if I was there by myself.
Yeah, you're not trying to faint and shit.
Yeah, like as if I was there by myself. You feel me? But I definitely want to start hitting that shit.
Get a higher.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I barely started doing that though, like 2 weeks ago, trying to fucking go extra hard.
I would say this
because of that little quote I heard. I like that quote.
Say it one more time.
There's physical failure, and then there's mental failure in your mind, and then there's physical. You gotta go to the physical, not mental.
Yeah, that's fire.
Yeah,
that's
lock that in, chat.
So Monday, that's my
quote of the day.
That's the quote of the day.
Just get a video of you just like, oh.
And I'm gonna put that quote on my tag you on that shit, dog.
Just don't pop a.
There's mental failure, there's physical failure.
Yeah.
You gotta push to the physical.
Straight up.
No, that shit's been fun, bro.
Don't hurt
honestly,
yourself, though.
Pass that, Pete.
Don't hurt yourself doing that shit though.
Yeah,
Don't
for
go
sure.
too crazy. I've been starting to do some shit called supersets too, where like you do.
Oh yeah.
Hey, you might want to take some classes.
You get
You
your
might want to
shit
take some
in.
classes.
These are different,
Go
fool.
down.
What are they?
These are slapwoods. They're better. They actually close.
Hey, you might
And loose leaves don't be closing, but he did roll this shit
That's
nice.
a different brand of tobacco leaf.
Yeah, it's a slapwood.
It's not a fucking
Backward or loose leaf? I usually
no,
have
but
loose
it's not
leaves.
what do they call those shits? The hemp. It's not hemp.
No, it's not.
Oh, I can't stand those ones.
The hemp ones? Yeah, I don't like them.
Yeah,
either.
one of my homies stays doing that shit. I'm like, oh god, bro.
What's your choice of smoke?
He almost gets beat up by all the homies for doing it. He has to argue with everyone for doing it.
What's your choice of smoke? Bong, pipe?
Bong all day, easily.
Bong.
Yeah, but get that pipe out of here, bro. I've already smoked the bong. I used to smoke pipes like crazy.
Oh, actually, this is a
That was
loose
my
leaf.
main-
You didn't
That was
load
my
them.
go-to was pipes, and I used to just buy a bunch of different pipes and collect them.
Hey, you might have to.
And then I
give him some
finally
classes.
bought a bong, and then I was like, nah, I'm never going back. Because that shit was getting me like.
Me too, though, because I
Hey.
can't roll a fucking backwood.
And then also when I would smoke the pipe, sometimes I would get like stuff on my
I can't-
mouth.
Okay,
or
Yeah, the
something.
resin and shit.
Yeah, or something, or it would just like taste nasty, or like, I felt like I would get like a heat, like a, when you're hitting the ball and it's like it snaps and then it all goes in your mouth.
Oh, yeah,
Or like,
I hate that
or like
shit.
you don't expect it to snap.
What
and
is
then
that
it
shit
does
called?
or
I
something.
forgot.
Yeah, that's the worst with the
We used
pipe.
to have a name for that shit. When you hit the pipe and then like all the fucking
Ass mouth.
end of it
shit.
goes into your mouth and
Oh
shit.
yeah, terrible.
That's the worst.
Like it snaps in your mouth.
Oh yeah.
Terrible.
With the ass, you get all the black
Oh,
shit.
yeah,
Fuck
for
that
sure.
shit. That
What
shit
else?
don't even fucking go out your mouth. That shit just stains your mouth.
I wanted to ask you a random ass question.
What?
So, in a nuclear war, bro, do you want to
Oh, yeah,
survive it, or do you want to die initially?
Fuck no. I mean, well, I don't know too much about what's gonna happen after, but I mean, I would probably off instinct survive. But shit, if it's gonna be bad after, might as well just die. If I knew it was gonna be bad, if I knew like my life was gonna be hell after. If it would be good, shit, I'll do it. I'll live. But if it's gonna be hell, I definitely would rather die.
Zombies
I
or
wouldn't
no
be trying to
zombies?
live
The
in
zombies
hell.
or no zombies?
I'm not trying to. Oh, zombies! I'm out of here, bro. I'll join the zombies. Fuck that. Leave me,
Fuck
bro.
it, take me.
I'm not running.
No, bro. If that shit happened, like to me personally, like drop the fucking nuke on me, dog. Because to fucking survive a nuclear war, nuclear winter is almost impossible, bro. We'll go into an ice age.
You did the research on it?
Yeah.
You seen a video or you did the research?
Look it up.
Well, that's
Yeah,
what
that's what I
fucking
like to hear.
Elon's original plan was to fucking put a nuke on Mars and try to reverse it.
Which makes sense. For that.
Really?
Yeah,
Because I know he really likes Mars, and
yeah, that was the
and
original
what
plan.
That would be able to. It would be able to hold
It was just like an idea, and he was running with it and
habitat
shit.
better or something.
He was like basically nuke that shit and make it do the opposite. Like how he's saying it would make an ice age here. It would basically like do the
Kind of do
opposite
that. It kind of like set off the
ecosystem and shit,
ecosystem, basically.
Okay.
and like open
With the
up
whole like Big Bang Theory type
Yeah.
shit, right?
Big Bang.
not necessarily Big Bang, but like it would do some shit where like it would change, like open up the ozone layer, let some of the gases out that are on the planet, allow other gases to form, like shit like that, basically.
That motherfucker's crazy. But what do you think about him fighting Mark Zuckerberg?
What happened to that? I wanted to see that.
You think he could handle him? You think?
I don't know, bro. Mark,
Because I feel
Mark was
like,
solid.
like,
yeah, it looks like he's
Elon
was
did
really
not look like
training.
he was working out or doing
yeah,
nothing,
It
bro.
looks like
he was on a
Mark's ready
yacht.
for the smoke.
No, for sure. I didn't like
Training in
that.
the metaverse.
I didn't like that.
He's been training in the metaverse
For sure.
Got him lifting weights in the metaverse.
Who you got, Jake Paul or Mike Tyson?
Oh, I gotta go with Mike Tyson, but he's so old though.
Nigga's like fucking 60 years old, bro.
But he still smokes weed and takes mushrooms, so he should be.
He should be
And
good.
he's still moving
100%.
like a fucking monster.
You respect Jake for that?
No, hell no. When I first seen it, I was like, "What the fuck is this for doing?"
It's
Picking
like
on the elderly.
that's like
The
that's
fuck?
like if you're in a group
No
of
respect,
friends
homie.
and you choose to fight the smallest nigga that's like square and shit,
That's like if you're trying to fight my dad,
right?
Bro, what the fuck?
Well, it's like everybody else is trying you. That's a fair fight, and you're like want to pick on the nerd and shit.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy. It's like basically that. You know, not saying Mike Tyson's a nerd, but it's like all the niggas you could fight.
Well, it's like we already talked about it. If he wants to take the sport serious and like wants to get his accolades as an actual boxer, right? Then he has to fight fucking actual boxers
Yeah,
No,
that are
facts.
active, you know. But
that's a funny ass story. When are they fighting?
I think June 20th.
Oh, it's a while out then, huh?
it's gonna be fucking crazy to see though.
Yeah, for sure.
Shit.
I'm gonna tune in.
I'm down.
I'm about to buy Netflix that month.
I seen a video where Jake Paul told his dad he was gonna fight him, and his dad was like, "Don't do it."
Ah,
His dad's all yeah. He says his dad's having nightmares now. Something like that.
Really?
He's getting traumatized. His dad keeps thinking about it.
I'm hoping
It's
Mike
crazy.
like acts like he's not gonna go crazy, but then he just fucking
Dogs him out. Just,
dogs him out and loses it and just bow, 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 bam. The other one now.
Fire.
The door open.
This is gonna be fun. Yeah, it's gonna be fun to edit.
What even happens with that? No one comes. They just.
That shit's the
What?
first time that shit's ever went off.
It's just to let someone know, huh? Right? If you're in the house, like, oh shit, there's a fire in another room. Yeah.
Keep going and going and going.
Mm.
Maybe wake you up.
Just to let you know there's a fire in another room or something. Wake you up. Yeah, okay.
Damn. That one keeps beeping too. It's crazy, bro. This nigga was about to snatch my shit off the ceiling. I seen that shit.
He's like,
Then nigga started twisting it
you about
around
to
and
hang
shit.
on that
Like,
shit. Just
Yeah, once I see
I'm
the
sorry,
once
down.
he started twisting, I was like, fool, just leave it, dog. Just leave it, dog. Just leave it, dog. Just leave it, dog. You gotta twist the bottom part, not the whole thing.
he was upside down on that shit, like fucking Donnie
Hanging off
Thornberry,
of
just
it
like
and shit. Trying to lift with his legs and shit.
upside down.
This shit needs to stop.
Oh, so let's talk about weed again, yeah?
Yeah, what's up?
Let's talk about the seeds that I gave you.
Oh yeah, what did you give me?
I gave you a couple. I think I gave you 3 different strains. And but I wanted to talk to you about how, like, if you grow one, say you grow something, right? And say that's the one you like. If you never took a clone of it, the only way you'll be able to get that one back that you really like, that's your favorite. It could be because every one that you do, every seed you do is gonna be a different kind. None of them are gonna be exactly the same. They're never gonna be the same. They're all like, look at it as like
One
babies.
could
Like,
be stronger, one could be
it's-
weaker, one could be.
it's like your twin brother. Like, they could be maybe twins at the most, but
One could be
identical
thicker.
twins. Yeah. But when it, like, they could be identical twins, they ain't gonna fuck the same. You know? They ain't gonna fucking do everything the same. You know?
How do you make a clone?
But that's
That
how I
shit's
see it. It's like
insane.
a different child. Like, no person is the same as something. So, and the only way you could keep it is by getting a clone.
How do you make a clone?
Before you flip it into flower to start growing buds, you gotta take a little cut off of it and fucking start growing that shit. It's easy to do.
Propagate it?
Yeah. It's easy to do. It's very easy to do, but
Sounds
it's
crazy.
a whole nother process. And to take care of that one, you're gonna have to use another light. You need a whole nother light for that one.
Crazy.
So yeah, that's when, for me, that's when I started.
That's-
doing
is
shit.
that
I
how
said,
you
"Gotta
just
get
keep the
another light.
cycle?"
Gotta get another light.
Is that
Yep.
just
to
how you
keep
keep
it
the
going?
cycle just going and shit? Like,
Yeah, and that's how you keep your favorite one. If you're to, and I started doing shit where I would, like, before I even knew what it was, I didn't even know how it was gonna come out, and I would cut it because some of them I would grow it, and then they wouldn't. When they would come out, I was like, "Oh, this shit's so fire," and then I'll be like, "I can never try it again because it's gone. I never got to cut it."
man.
But then how many clones can you make and shit? Like, because if you can only make one plant off of it, then what do you do? Because now you only have one other plant. And then one other plant instead of like 5 at once.
So what people like to do is they take a cut, and what it is called is you turn it into a mom. So you just grow it big. So that's like the big plant, and you grow it bigger, and then Once it's big enough, you could take about 20, 30.
So basically, you don't have that one to fucking bud. You got that one just to get the
to be a mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to give you
like
more
a
babies.
breeder and shit.
More babies, and then you just cut them off. Next month, some fools. There's
Crazy,
people
bro.
that have this whole their mom will be as big as the fucking ceiling, and they're just cutting shit off, get 100 cuts
And
off
does
their
it
mom. And
like
then they
how
go
like
do it.
how
That's
long
how you
will
get the same shit.
how long will that
Consistently.
plant last though? Like
There's some
like
fools that will have their shit for like 2 years, however long you want to take care of it. As
And
long
it'll
as you
just
keep
keep
the light
growing
good on it.
and just keep growing and shit.
Yeah,
but
as
what
long
about
as you
like
don't, change
rebudding?
the
Like
light.
like a plant doesn't just keep rebudding and shit.
Or once
Yeah,
it's
I've
done,
seen-
it's done.
No, you can, but that's super hard. I actually tried that and I couldn't do it. I tried to do it once. It's called revegging. I tried to do it because that's the only way you could actually keep some shit alive. I tried to do that my first time. I liked how it came out and I was like, fuck, this shit's crazy. I tried to reveg it and it was starting to grow like new shit. You gotta like change the light schedule and everything. It was starting to grow new shit. And then I think like a week later, like I was like, come on, keep going. And that shit did not keep going. The new shit died out too, and then I was like, "It's fucking over, dog."
What do you have to do? Like, what's the process of re-vegging and shit? Like,
You feed it back to how you used to feed it at first, like how it was like more nitrogen in the beginning. You in veg, you want to feed it like more nitrogen and shit like that, and then calcium for flour and shit like that. So you start feeding it like more nitrogen again, and like and you change. The main thing is the lights. You got to change the lights like schedule. More hours than before, and like back to you just got to do the whole
process
schedule
again.
for before. Because it's like 16 hours, 18 hours. Some people do 24 hours. I don't do that. I just do like 17 or 18 hours. And then I'll do that. And then once I turn it into flour, it's 12 hours. 12 hours sleep, 12 hours awake. And then in veg, it's 18 hours awake. And then what is the rest? 6 hours of sleep. So that's how you do that.
Crazy.
So you just flip. It's mostly the lights.
Like flip the switch back.
But going to how long can you keep it? You can keep it as long as you want, but it's gonna fucking blow out your fucking roof by then, you know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So most people just go if they really like it. I've seen people go to the roof, and then obviously then you can't go no more. Once it's at the roof, it's at the roof. Yeah.
Big ass plant.
Yeah, I've seen some big motherfuckers.
It's hard.
Bigger than this roof too, and it's fucking like in a facility type fucking bigger than. I'm like, what the fuck?
When it comes to seeds, like what's better? You want a female seed, right?
Female seed for sure.
Like who would want a male seed? Like what's the difference between?
Male
I know
seed only if you're gonna make more seeds. You want to make your own seeds?
So what like so the male one is more has
that, actually.
The male one has more seeds in it.
You've never seen a male plant?
I think, but
that shit just has a bunch of seeds.
I'm saying
on
for
it, right?
like the people like to explain because I know there's
this one.
That shit just has a bunch of. I think it just has a bunch of seeds on it, no?
It's thin.
So the male
it's
plant,
thinner, right? And it's
the male
taller.
plant doesn't have any buds. It has only pollen sacs. Pollen sacs only.
So there's no bud at all.
No bud, only pollen sacs. I'll show you right now. So what it does, it only pollinates, and the male is just like a big old. Like just think of it like, it's just there to have sex only. Yeah,
nice.
So it's just there.
So all the buds coming off the female plant.
Yeah, females only. I'm gonna show you how that shit looks.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
Because one time I had, I think I might have said this story. Like I had to go water plants in like the middle of like some mountains and shit. And I came across a plant that just had nothing but seeds on it and shit. So I'm like, they're like, oh, that's a male plant. Well, it looks like seeds.
Yeah, I've heard that before. That's why I know people like you want a female plant if you want, but I didn't know the exact like science behind it and shit. And just for the people, because I'm sure a lot of people don't know. Yeah. Well, the crazy shit, the crazy shit is they're saying now that like,
so this is how
because they like communicate like.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna bust a nut.
There's no point of any male
except to bust a nut.
Yeah.
Shit, me too.
To make kids. If you're not gonna make seeds with it, there is absolutely no point in that. You're gonna look so stupid, and it will actually ruin your growth. It will ruin your whole growth and make all your buds that you want to have seeds.
Even if you have it in the same one,
it will ruin the whole thing.
Just being there.
Your whole thing will have seeds in it.
Just being there with them.
because it's gonna.
So you got to get that
It's
shit
gonna
out
fuck.
of there.
It's not.
It's gonna fuck.
100% do it.
You gotta get that shit out of there as soon as it.
You know the
shit.
Pineapple
Yeah, some
Express. It's
people are
like
actually
if
really
the
scared of
last
that.
shit I gave you and
As
that
soon as you see
shit
that shit, get that shit out
had a
of there.
baby.
Yeah, it's not very.
and
Yeah,
fucked.
that's how people are very scared of it.
But unless you wanted
It's
to,
not that scary though. You could even. There's a certain point where it's gonna start doing that shit. You know?
got you.
It won't do it that early.
Well, not
But
directly.
it's kind of scary though, seeing it and be like,
Like,
get
you're
that
like, damn.
motherfucker out of here.
You're like, I don't want
that's
this
like
motherfucker to fuck my shit up.
Yeah. And there's actually, they call them hermaphrodites, or a lot of plants will grow, and because fools, they're the ones that are making them do the babies, and some fools do like weird techniques, you know. So they'll like use sprays and shit of like chemicals to make it like females have sex with females and shit. So
That's what I wanted to ask you
some of them will
too.
come out and have male body parts. They'll have a pollen sac on it, and it's called a hermaphrodite or hermy. And you're like, for me, I'm like, get that motherfucker out of there too. I don't want that shit in there. I want a straight up.
Best.
So what you're saying is
Best
you're
boss
against.
bitch, yeah.
So what you're saying is you're against gay marriage. No, I'm just fucking with you. Hey, but
I didn't say.
no, I'm just fucking with you. But what I was gonna ask you, I wanted to ask you was about the spray. Like, what is that exactly that they say niggas be spraying their weed and shit? Like, what are they spraying on there?
The new spray, the
What
chirp
is it?
spray.
I guess the
Makes
shit
it
that
smell better,
Yeah.
taste better.
What's
Yeah,
that?
That's that fucking Kool-Aid potion. They put in fucking Kool-Aid powder on that motherfucker.
No
or
cap.
something. I don't know what the fuck. One time, the only time I have tried it, it was like some Kool-Aid powder on it. It fucking seemed like one of my homies brought it. No, it doesn't. I mean, it's just for flavor.
What I heard though on the
Really
East
care
Coast,
about that. I just like getting faded.
I heard on the East Coast that shit's like really actually popular. Like over here, I feel like people look down on that shit. They're like, oh, they're spraying your weed, this and that. But on the East Coast, like they're like,
They want that shit.
it's like they have all type of flavors and shit. They got
East
shit that
Coast-
tastes like apple.
Yeah, the East Coast, they already got shitty weed, so they're like, might as well have it taste good.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
I could feel that for sure, but for me, if it tastes good, I want it to taste good naturally
Not directly on like
or smell good, whatever.
like tree and shit, but like actual trees. They've been doing studies and shit, so they basically found out like that like they can communicate to each other and shit by
yeah.
basically like there's like a tree that like when the insects and shit come to eat their leaves, like it like exudes like this fucking like
they get
shit to
some
make it
chemicals.
taste nasty.
Yeah,
And so like when it does it though, like it tells all the trees around it and shit like, hey, do this too. You know what I mean?
Communicates that.
Yeah, like, hey, like this shit's popping right now. Like, make sure you're doing this shit too. And they'll start doing it. So like now they're like thinking that and they're like, well, what else are they communicate? Like, cause if they could communicate, why would they only use it in that moment? You feel me? Like if they could actively communicate some shit.
Like
Yeah.
trees in general.
Yeah, trees in general.
they could even communicate to the nutrients, like to the what would you call like the microscopic bacteria. Like that's how they eat.
Yeah,
in,
for sure.
In the nature, they don't eat from like anyone feeding them. They eat from the bacteria helps them. There's a lot of bacteria, like even worms. Like worms are probably like the best shit in the whole world, dude.
For sure. All the like
And
fucking nutrients in it.
There's so many little ass bugs, tiny fucking bugs, and those
Like
motherfuckers.
all a
be
part of
the-
the ecosystem that needs to be
those
there
fuckers
for
are
it to
probably like the
operate.
goats of the whole world, to be honest. But I do get into that, and I know fucking
What about bees, dog?
That's
Bees
like
are too.
yeah.
For the ecosystem.
Oh yeah, for sure. 100%.
Yeah, I follow a couple bee farmers on Instagram and shit. Just 'cause
Today we saved the bees.
I'm really into just farming, low key.
Farming?
Yeah, farming and
Like
shit that.
agriculture.
Yeah,
That's
gardening,
fire.
farming.
That's what's up.
It's fire.
Being
Yeah.
around soil and all that shit. Potting
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah, and I've tried all the different methods of doing it. Like, you know, feeding it like some people call it chemicals, some people call it salts,
Mm-hmm.
synthetics, whatever. I've tried all the ways, and I like my favorite way to get the plant to like look really good, and they say too that people say that it eats better like that too, because it's like force feeding it when you do like when you're feeding it salts and synthetics. You got to do it perfectly because you could force feed it, and that is how it eats, is like through that. And in soil, the way that it eats is through like telling bacteria like, hey, I need this, and then the bacteria is gonna break that down like, all right, give me that.
That's crazy.
It's crazy, yeah, the way that
like
they
you
break
know
it
the
down.
science behind that shit.
Yeah,
dog.
that shit is, yeah.
That's what's up. How long you been into that type of stuff?
I just got into it 2019.
Okay.
Late 2019, like, and then right when COVID hit, I had just started my first girl, and I had 2 little baby plants. And during COVID, and then everybody was like, "Can't go outside," and I was like, I remember I was just about to finish too, and I was like, "Perfect time, and I don't even need to go outside."
You're like, shit, let me just work on this like a mad scientist.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, I don't need to go outside. I don't even get weed or nothing. I'm about to have a bunch
He was
of
over there
weed.
like Dr. White, or what was it? Heisenberg and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just like ducked off the whole COVID.
This was always been
Smoked
that
my
type
2
of nigga
plants.
though. Whatever he does and shit, that fool fucking go crazy at that shit.
Yeah, I feel like you got to low key. Like, there's no point in doing anything if you're not gonna try to go crazy.
I don't know.
This fool be trying to learn the most. Like, this is one of the niggas I know. If he's gonna do some shit, he's gonna study that shit.
Yeah, and
To
then
the
if,
fucking
and then
end.
if my homie tries to do it and that fool don't study it, I'll tell that fool, "What the fuck you doing, fool? You don't know nothing about this shit. We gotta go. I'll try to help that fool learn that shit."
For sure.
Yeah.
When you get passionate about shit, and then like you just like could talk about that shit forever, and then you want everybody else to learn that shit too.
Yeah.
That's what it'd be like, you know. Like
That's like me right
you want
now.
everybody to learn. You know
For me right now, I'm doing that with fucking like gambling. I feel like it's so bad. I've been telling my buddies like, "Yeah, man, hey, I won some money. I've been having fun in Vegas," and they're like, "I want to do it." And then we went and did it, and now they're like, "I love it." And
That's
I'm
a
like,
dangerous one though, for
That's
sure.
what I'm saying. I feel like I'm fucking ruining lives. Or
That's a
something.
I mean, I don't
dangerous.
think
We
there's
had a great time, though.
I don't really think there's any way you could really like calculate on how to win though. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
that's
not.
a
It's-
dangerous
for me,
one.
Danger
I
zone.
tried
Do
to
not
tell
answer,
Your
bro.
luck isn't always somebody
Chill,
else's luck.
chill.
I know some people who are
For sure,
just
that's why I feel like
chill,
a
bro.
bad man doing that. But I tell them, "Hey, we're doing this for fun, not to win, man.
I know
We're doing it for fun, dog."
I know some people
It's
who
addicting.
And then
winners-
sometimes I go in trying to
winners
win. So
win,
bad.
and there's some people who lose a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I would say
there's
most
some
people lose.
You exactly.
Either
Well,
you lose
I'm
or
not
you're
even talking about
lucky.
gambling. I'm talking about in life in general.
Oh
It's-
yeah,
There's some people that just it be like that. You feel
Yeah.
me? It's like if those niggas go over there and gamble, it's gonna be rough. You know what I mean? Like, and you gotta kind of know your odds and shit and how shit's going. Cause
Bro, people start putting up their house and all types of shit when they be gambling, fool.
for real.
that's just sick.
That's insane.
That's just sick.
Yeah, I've
That's
seen
just
my
a
boat
drug.
about that
Take
That's
shit.
just a
my-
drug for sure. You just introduced those guys to heroin, bro.
That's what I felt like, but I tell them, "Hey, don't risk what you can't afford to lose. If you're gonna be crying after, don't do that shit." And fucking
That's a fact.
so
That's a good
You know what
advice.
the
if
fuck
you're
you
doing
get
that,
into,
you're
dog?
just doing it for fun. I feel
That's
like
good advice for sure.
Yeah, for me, I take a lot, but I just take it as like a backup for like in case something crazy happens or something, you know.
Yeah.
Because there's times even when I'm checking out the hotel and they're like, "Oh, it's $300 to check out, 405." I'm like, "Fuck! Imagine I wouldn't have brought that shit.
Yeah.
They'd have been having me in
Should be
cuffs,
expensive as fuck to go
handcuffs
out
and
there.
shit." Because in Vegas, when you go, they don't tell you how much, like for, they charge you, and then they have some shit called resorts fees, and it's like however many nights you stay, I think it's like $50
All the
and they
little
won't tell you about that shit. And then if you fucking charge anything into the room, like there was a time where I thought I had like free shit, and I was like, "Oh yeah, charge in my room." And then when I came, I thought I was gonna have to pay like $100, and they're like, "Not 350." I was like, "Oh fuck!"
too expensive to go out there.
For sure.
But
Okay.
I won money, and I had a good time.
For sure.
All of my homies won money, but fucking,
What do you be
That-
playing?
Yeah, I was about to ask you that. Like, what's the game you going to?
I play cards. We were playing cards, blackjack, but every now and then I just like going on slots because that's what my dad does. That was like got me hooked to that shit.
Niggas be making money on slots.
That should be
That's
fun
My
as
first,
fuck on
also,
those
my
slots.
first time I actually went to Vegas, dog. I went with
mean,
my dad. I went to Vegas 3 years ago, and I was just doing slots because that's all he would do. I was just doing slots. Fuck it. I tried it, and I brought $1,000. I lost it. I was down to $200. But then I was like, I'm not gonna save. What am I gonna save it? I came here to play like the whole thing. I don't care. And then like my last 200, I won 1,000. The same day I won 1,000, and then I like ate dinner, chilled out, and then I like right when I started playing again, I won another 1,000. And then like I jumped on literally another machine. I cashed my money out, and I jumped on the machine right next to the thing because I was like, "Fuck!" My cousin was telling me like, "Oh, you did pretty good. Like there's that same one right there." And then I was like, "Fuck it!" And then I did it, and I won another 1,000.
That's
And I
crazy.
fucking went from like 200 to
Damn.
3,000. And then I was just called my mom and
No
dad.
wonder they're getting addicting. Fool.
Yeah, I
I
called
was
my
out there winning.
Off
and
the
shit.
rip, huh?
I called my mom and dad, and then I
Shit.
was already supposed to meet them up to play with them instead, but I was just like playing by myself before with my cousin. Like, fuck it, let's go. I went downstairs to go meet them, and I just jumped on machines before, and I won
Mhm.
2,000. And then I went to go meet them, and the first machine I jumped on when I met them, Like they were playing on one. I was like, oh shit, I just won on this. And I was like, I just won on this one, 2,000 right now. And they're like, oh, that's your one or what? And I was like, yeah, I'm try this one. And I jumped on it and I fucking won 3,000, dog.
That's insane.
And I put
Wait, 3,000 right there or 1,000?
No,
3,000 more.
I won so I won 1,000 in the morning.
I won 6,000.
2,000 when my cousin running around with me. I was at 3,000. And then I fucking went to meet up with my parents. In the first machine, I won another 3,000. So I had 6.
Nah,
I had 6 full off of 200. I went to the strip club and everything. I was going crazy.
That's crazy.
I
That was a good weekend.
Man, now you want...
I want
to go over there.
I went to the
So I won 200 the last time I went out there.
Yeah.
That was it.
But how much are the slots that you're paying? Like $1, $5, or what's the minimum?
So I put in $100 on the shit, and I was doing the same shit every time. I put $100 in. The last one where I hit 3,000. Max bet. I put $100 in, and then it's for the regular ones. Like if you're not in the high limits, it's usually $10, 15 at the most. So I did $10 on one spin. I just put it in $100. I did 2 spins. The first one lost. The second one, so I just did $20, and then boom, that shit gave me 3,000. And I was like, fuck, only $20 I spent. Let's go.
That was insane.
That shit was
so this is I will say this is my ideology though, when I do out there and shit. Like the same way we go play arcades and shit sometimes. You might as well play this arcade because you could win.
Yeah, except you gotta pay a lot more than $10 a head. $10 a fucking.
No, but I'm saying if you go spend no, but if you spend $100 at an arcade,
yeah, that's true.
Go spend $100.
Go spend 100, yeah, you get
and you get 3,000.
Yeah, Dave and Buster's, and you get some free drinks and shit.
Yeah, my dad's insane though, dude.
How much
you go crazy?
That fellow sometimes will lose like 2,000 in like 5 hours, 4 hours
on slots.
Yeah, on slots.
On slots would piss me off.
I try to tell him like, nah, let's just go play cards, and then we go to cards, and he starts putting like $75 on some random bonus bet. I'm like, dude, and he hits sometimes, and he'll win like 5,000, and I'm like, this motherfucker, I should have did that shit too. Crazy.
Yeah, that's some crazy gambling, dog.
Yeah,
if I lose, that got me into it.
If I lose 2 racks on the fucking slot, I'm hot. Because there's no skill involved. I'm just hitting the shit. So if I lose that shit, I'm like, I had no opportunity to like. And I just gave him that money. Like, I'll be hot, bro.
Yeah, I was playing with him, and he had lost 2,000 in the day. We were just playing, like, and it had just turned, like, 10 or something. 10 at night. And he wants to play all night till 2 a.m. And then he ended up saying, like, I'm tired, man. Like, I'm losing. He's like, 2,000. I'm done. I'm going to go to... He said he was going to take a nap. And then we were with all the boys, and he said, I'm taking a nap.
Yeah, I need to sleep.
He told the boys, I'm going to take a nap. And he's like, I'll tell you guys if I come back. And then I was like, when you come back.
You ain't coming back.
He was all like, yeah. I got to go bathroom and all that and lay down.
Just making sure
he went up and we left and shit. And then we went to another hotel. And then I remember my boy Rich was telling me, like, you think he's really going to knock out? He was tired, huh? And I was like, fuck no, he's going to come back out. He's going to take a shit and smoke or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna come back out. And then that was at 10. And then he hits me up at 11:30 and he sends me like a picture of him winning like 3,500.
That's right.
And I was and then I just told all the boys, like, let's fucking go. Where you want to meet up with him?
That's right. He's back. Back.
We pulled up and he cashed his 3,500. He gave all of us $100. Here you go.
That's right.
Was that the most you ever had won out there though?
Oh yeah, 6,000. I even got the proof on my fucking phone and shit.
Bro. That's fucking insane. What about you? What was the most you ever won?
Shit.
$30 and shit.
Yeah, something limited on some blackjack type shit. I never won no big shit.
Yeah.
My couple hands on blackjack.
Yeah, if you wanna risk a little bit and win big, you gotta do slots. Cause you can't risk a little bit and win big and
no, for
cards.
sure. For sure.
It's like literally impossible.
Well, fucking what
That's
I heard.
That's why people like slots.
Have you played Baccarat?
Yeah.
I heard that shit's the fucking money maker right there if you play it right.
Playing bonuses and shit.
They play multiple hands at once because you can play multiple hands and shit. So I don't know the exact science of it, but basically, you probably know more about the game. Yeah. But basically, from what I heard, is you play multiple hands. Let's say you play like 3-4 hands, which is obviously going to cost you more. But if you lose like the first 2 hands and you got your 2 backup hands, that one hand will basically double everything you had for all the hands.
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
I like to do that with blackjack and just hope the dealer busts.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll just be like, oh, no, I'm gonna stay, and then they're hoping the dealer busts.
Yeah, exactly.
And that shit'll work out. I just win every hand.
Yeah,
all 4 or 5 hands.
For sure. That's how you do it.
I've done 3 at the most.
Because you just have to beat the house and shit.
Yeah, I've done like 4 or 5 online just for fun, but I've done like 3 when I was in Vegas. I did like 3 hands at the most, all at once.
Yeah,
because I don't know if I won or not.
You know,
so drunk out there. I like poker, but I've never played in Vegas. I just played with the homies.
You
No, I don't really know too much about it.
Do that shit.
Yeah, not
poker.
enough to
I know
fucking
poker real
play.
Play that shit.
Yeah, I know poker. Hold'em. I know how to play Hold'em real good. Regular poker. When I play with my family, they don't like to play Hold'em. They play like crazy shit. They play like double down or not double. Deuces are wild.
That's some crazy
Fucking
shit.
2-card or whatever the fuck hold.
Yes,
5-card only. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I just know how to play Hold'em.
Yeah, for sure.
That my family goes too crazy with poker.
I don't understand that shit. Honestly, I never really got it. Like
Yeah,
how
it's
to play it. Like
yeah, it's a kind of a strange game to be honest.
I remember when I first played blackjack fucking in the casino, like a couple hands, they were low-key getting hot at me because I was like, people will get mad at you because, like I said, you had to beat the house. So fucking, if you hit or some shit and take the high card that he was about to get and he was going to bust, like, they're like, you're fucking up. You're fucking us all over type shit.
Was they getting mad at you?
Yeah, it was like the first 1 or 2 hands. But then I figured it out.
Like, if you didn't take that card, he wouldn't. The house.
Yeah, he would get it, and you don't need it.
Yeah,
you feel me? Like shit like that. It's like they're picking that up. Like, bro, you got
how the fuck do you, like how the fuck you supposed to know?
Bro,
What are you?
You should know because like if you got 15,
what are you with?
First of all,
Kevin Spacey fucking 21 or
usually
what?
they
Like,
say 15 stay. Like the general rule, the easy rule is like 15 you stay, 15 or up you stay.
Sure.
And shit. So like if you hit on 15 and you get like a 7 or some shit,
yeah,
and that
15
nigga
you gotta stay for.
And that nigga had 16 and somebody else had 19, he was gonna get that 7 and bust.
Yeah.
And everybody was gonna win.
Yeah, I don't like playing with people unless they're my friend for that reason because I don't give a fuck. There's times where I'll be all drunk and then I'll like doubling down on a dumb number and even the fucking dealer's telling me like, "Are you sure?" Like, and I had to tell them like I'm fucking crazy and they're like, "Oh, okay, I was fine."
All right, cool,
like,
crazy.
They're like they're trying to tell me like what you're doing doesn't make sense. The dealer will even tell you, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then even fucking Chris had got into an argument with the dealer because the dealer was doing what you should do.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't care what we were saying. He was just doing it for us, like he's gonna play by the books. And he did it for the homie Chris, and then that fool, I guess he didn't tell him like hit me or whatever, you know, stay. And then that fool hit him, and he didn't say nothing yet. And that fool was just like, "Hey, I didn't say to do nothing." I guess he had did it like 3 times in a row.
I would have been hot for sure.
Yeah, and he was like, "I didn't say to do nothing, man."
Oh, he was like hitting him.
And he had lost, and then he was like, "I didn't say to hit me." And then the guy was all like, "Yeah, you did." And they had to like call the pit boss over, and then they gave him his money back. They just gave him his money back that he had. They're like, "Oh, what did he lose?"
They have to call fucking Robert De Niro over and shit.
I would have been hot. What's going on over here?
I was dying though that he was.
Joe Pesci was waiting in the back like
with the dealer. Damn. I was dying. I was like, "This was wild." I wouldn't.
You got to though. But I could understand not doing it.
But $50 hand.
But yeah, fuck yeah, that's $50. Another hand, bro.
He had lost $50 on one hand.
No.
Yeah, so he's like, I need that shit back.
For sure.
For sure. And you're hitting for me. It's like,
yeah,
like what if I want to pull some shit and stay? Because I know this nigga's gonna hit. You feel me? Like,
and we were doing that a lot too.
Yeah, exactly.
We were staying on weird numbers. We'd be like staying on fucking 13 and shit, which is pretty stupid, but we don't give a fuck.
If it's my plan, you feel me?
Yeah,
hey, we staying at 13.
Yeah, he would hit at 13 and then it'd be fucking like another 10 and fucking bust. He was getting so mad. The next 13, he's like, I'm fucking staying. And then it was like some shit like that. So then he was like, I didn't fucking say to hit me. I wanted to stay on 13 or 14.
Man, this nigga making me want to go to Vegas and play some slots now.
It was funny, man.
You serious?
They would tell me that. They would, like I would say like, nah, I want to stay on 15, 14,
It's like
13.
12 and shit. They're like, you
like,
serious?
you serious, man? That's not what you're supposed to do. They would tell me, that's not what you're supposed to do. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
I know what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm
You
doing
know
what
what you're supposed to do, motherfucker. That's the fact.
Do your fucking job.
Yeah, for sure. You got anything else for me, bro?
I got plenty on here, man. You seen that fucking NVIDIA is doing a iRobot basically?
I seen like a piece of it.
NVIDIA.
Man, you seen that stock was going crazy though?
Was it?
Yeah, in the stock market this year they went fucking crazy. They
I
got
mean,
a
I heard
robot. Is that why? Would you say they have a robot?
Yeah, they're doing a robot. It's called Project Grout, and it's gonna be like that robot that we always talk about, where it could do your task and shit for you.
What the fuck?
You can start your coffee, go on the computer and shit.
You know, coming.
I might have to get that motherfucker.
Yeah, for sure. You'll fuck with that? You'll get one of those in the crib?
Hell yeah.
Roll up the blunt.
As long as it's not like
trim the weed.
It's like iRobot, nigga.
It's like a human body.
No.
That motherfucker got to be at least fucking
it's
5 foot at the most. Because I'm not fucking with no motherfucker.
That shit looks like Danger, Will Robinson Danger.
It is,
you know, don't know that movie?
What was that?
What was that shit called? Fuck.
Not RoboCop.
No, it's a fucking space movie.
Is there more raps?
No, Yeah, so they're doing that. And it's gonna be able to take care of tasks, bro. I'm gonna have my shit for sure, like just doing everything, wash my laundry, like.
Oh, you don't want to know what I'm gonna do with that.
Lost
shit.
in space.
You don't want to know what I'm gonna do with that motherfucking robot.
No, I never seen that one.
First thing I'm doing is putting some fucking fake hair.
I want to make that shit look like. I want to make that shit look like a Latina fucking. You feel me?
I'm gonna start a whole AR
Seen that
farm
shit?
of
First thing I'm doing, some fucking
Put a BBL on that bitch.
some
Taking
AI
her to
pussy.
Dr. Miami.
Shit. Some AI pussy for sure, bro. There's gonna be there's gonna be those.
No, for sure.
There's gonna be a market for it too.
What if they like? Okay, so there's already like hookers on the street.
There's gonna be a market.
There's
for
already
it.
hookers on the street. So now
Where
they're
you
like,
go
look,
with
we
that?
got an AI hooker for you, and the coochie's always clean. It's got a cleanser. Just you feel me? That's crazy. Sanitizer shit.
I try it out.
I'll try it out. And it's half off, fool.
I try that shit out. Fuck it.
You're gonna walk into this thing and have two of them and shit.
Fuck it.
Try
Okay.
that fuck out.
That's just fucking crazy. I tell you right now, like I do see that happening, bro. It's gonna be fucking insane, dog.
Figueroa 9000.
Holy shit.
Bro.
I wouldn't feel safe with the Figueroa name.
It's good. It cleans, bro. Don't trip.
But Figueroa and like, how's
Figueroa
it clean with
9000.
Figueroa and-
It has the attitude, like it's got the AI attitude of Figueroa woman.
Yeah,
and
it'll
shit.
give you that attitude and shit. You paying or not, nigga?
Oh man.
Just so you keep it real, you feel me?
But they're gonna be fucking strapped up though too, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Like the fembots from fucking Austin Powers when the titties turn to guns.
My cousin had just told me that he works for the police and he in Hollywood Hills. He said that he raided somebody's house and that dude was a dominatrix. You know what that is?
Yeah. Like the ones that we wear in the leather suits and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like all type of like fucking spanking shit and like
50 Shades of
What the
Grey
fuck
ass
they raid
nigga.
his house for? For whipping people?
I don't know. I
Stepping on
guess
them
they
and
raided
shit?
his house and then they like checked that fool's computer. I guess that fool was like a super freak or
Freaky
something.
ass nigga.
They raided,
He's a
they checked his
super
computer.
freak.
So they checked his
Super
computer
freak.
and
He's
I was all
super
like,
freaky.
I was like, what's up, that fool? Like, you going to jail or what? And he was all like, nah, that fool's just like, he's just whatever he was into. Like, it's not illegal. Like, that fool's just a freak.
That's
That's
crazy.
Not like
insane.
that fool was like not fucking with kids or nothing. That fool was just on some
You're a
freak,
freak, you're a freak.
dominatrix.
That's
No,
crazy.
I didn't even know motherfuckers was really doing shit like that.
No, for sure. There's fucking
I thought that was
girls
just
out here
called goth.
stepping on people's dicks and shit.
That's
Oh,
like when
so
you
you
take the
kick 'em
next
in the
level
balls.
up from goth.
That's crazy. That's what? Goth?
The next level up. Once you
Oh.
go goth and then you go
Like you're a Playboy Cardi fan and then you're fucking
dominate.
dominatrix for
Yeah.
sure.
Exactly.
Fiend. Yeah, sure. Why you just stepping on somebody's dick?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
No, but with that robot thing though, like
I'm fucking it. No, I'm just
nah.
I will.
So, so
He said it's clean.
He has
you
a
gotta
doll.
try
He
it
has
out.
a doll.
He has the.
you
That's
have a doll.
crazy.
You have a doll right now.
So
No,
what
but
about the robot?
yeah, Elon was talking about how like with like all the technology and shit, like basically it's gonna cause mass unemployment and shit. So we're gonna have to have like some type of universal income and shit. What do you guys think about that?
Bitcoin? Or what do you mean? Like some
No, like the government will essentially
Pay
have to
people.
pay
Supply
everybody
money?
out because there will be no jobs like that a robot can do better.
Yeah, but then at a point, like, how are people even gonna need other people? Like, why would we need anything from fucking China or some shit when we could just have robots doing it or some shit? Or like for manufacture, that's just gonna be crazy as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I think the world's coming to an end.
You might know.
Yeah. Then
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do.
Sometimes I feel like that, but then also I feel like everybody's been saying that since we were kids. Like, you feel me?
No,
Like,
I think I got like I forgot what I had said before. I think I was saying for sure 100 years. For
100?
sure. Yeah, like for sure. Maybe like within like 100 to 300.
do you think
It's
niggas
over?
will be in space and shit?
Yeah, I think so.
Think niggas will be in space?
Yeah. It seems like people fucking planning for shit like that too.
Yeah, for
Bunkers
sure.
and shit like that and motherfuckers.
well,
planning
that's
too
why.
much for
I mean, that's
fucking
why the whole
end of the
Mars
world.
thing is going on, right? Trying to get to
Yeah.
Mars because
Yeah.
of shit like that.
Yeah.
We got to get out of this planet, basically.
Would you guys rather be born 100 years in the future or 100 years in the past?
Oh, pass for sure. Easily.
The past?
Fuck
For me,
yeah, boy. I
future.
would have ran that shit up. I would have fucking
That's what I be
generational
thinking.
wealth.
For sure. And that's the time when everybody was like building their generational wealth and shit.
For real.
For sure.
Yeah, like sewing. It's like Monopoly board sewing the game. Like
Also,
just
I
sewing
feel
it all
like
up.
Or
nigga,
you also could have just got smoked in a fucking duel.
True. I would have just been
Wild West
fucking. I would have
With a
just
showdown.
been.
musket and shit.
The
Nah,
showdown.
I would have just been fucking writing contracts and shit. Like, wait for that time period when you just write blank checks and fucking cash them and shit.
Scam the.
He would have
Always-
been
Bro,
catch
a
me if you
millionaire
can.
off that shit. Catch me if you can. It's just been a million
I
off that
always
shit.
think like you could have just done the craziest shit and got away with it. 'cause
Murder?
there's no cameras.
Anything,
Murder, scamming.
bro. The
but
Wild
Yeah. That was
West.
the time.
The Wild West was probably insane.
I just want to go to Catch Me If You Can times when I could just cash blank checks. Probably gonna do that. But honestly, I would go 100 years in the future.
Yeah.
What I'm sad about is I want to see the days when it's like Guardians of the Galaxy type shit, nigga. When niggas is flying around, running in their ship, like running to the back, like
So
You feel me?
you would go to if the world was ending and they said if you want to go to space you'd go.
yeah, fuck it.
I wouldn't go.
You just stay for the end.
Yeah.
You just sit on top of a hill and shit, just waiting for it all to
Yeah.
end.
Smoke a blunt. Take it. Get taken out.
That's pretty fire.
Be a part of the next.
This is just smoking a blunt.
just be a part of the earth.
Yeah, for sure.
I always thought about that. That's the scenario I gave myself. That's the only way I would think about going to space is if they're telling me this shit's gonna blow up. You only gotta go to space or not. There's no other reason I would go to space.
What if
other
they
than that.
said it's
And
like?
even then, I probably wouldn't go.
What if they
honestly.
said 6 months from now?
I got a lot of thinking to do. I hopefully
All right, they say next week.
fuck no.
You're not going to space?
No, I'm
Yeah,
saying
get out of here,
Next
pack your
week?
shit and
enough
go.
time.
Next week they got you. You're going.
Even signing the papers to go, I'm gonna fucking take like a whole month to shake it.
Nah, I was just
I
like,
don't
fuck
wanna
it. If
go.
it's next week, shit.
You gotta go.
Yeah, you
My
going?
man, if it's next week, if it's like a couple years, if it's like 50 years,
That's
like then I
crazy
probably
talking.
think about it. But if it's like next week, fuck it. Let's go.
Nah,
We outta here.
I think I'll stay.
That's crazy.
See it all in.
Yeah. I'm
Same.
scared. I'm so scared of heights, bro. Imagine space. That's all I think. And I'm scared of like getting like fucking sucked into space, just being like
Just floating away.
floating
But
in
you'll just
space,
be
man.
inside some shit, like just in there with a bunch of people.
I'm gonna be thinking like every second.
It'd be like a space
shit
party
gonna blow
bus.
up.
Dude.
They got you with 100
that shit probably would be
Latinas.
stupid lit, huh? I just fuck up.
Oh yeah,
like,
bro. Bro, everybody in
all
space gonna
lit.
turn up. fool.
all
Turn
lit.
up is great.
Everybody-
This nigga, everybody in space gonna turn up, my boy.
Come on, you in space, you're not gonna turn up.
For
I
sure.
would, but fuck, I'm scared, bro. I'm scared of that shit.
You
I'm
just
scared
walk
of
up on a
the
bitch
fucking-
like, isn't this the most beautiful view you ever
Oh,
seen
for
in
sure.
your life? Like it's just like you just instantly.
We might be the people that gotta fucking, recreate life. You mean we gotta start populating? It should be us.
Yeah.
Say it to everybody.
I am weird.
Say
Though, bro.
it.
I see like a video of a black hole, and I'm already like, nah, what the fuck is that, bro?
No,
For sure.
Well, that's
For sure.
crazy.
Shit like that, like that's why I'm so scared.
But
of
the
space.
Earth is gonna explode, so fuck it. At least you'll see that. See some new shit. At least I'll get to see what
Hey,
that
it
black
makes-
hole look like.
It makes sense. I feel like my theory doesn't make sense.
Like if I am gonna die, at least I can see that shit
Yeah,
or some
there's
shit.
no reason to
Sure.
stay, but I don't know why. I feel like I'm so scared of that.
No,
shit. I
that's
just
fire
fucking
though.
stay.
You hold it down. You feel me?
I'm not. I feel like it's not even for holding it down. I'm just
Oh,
fucking scared of
you-
space, bro. I'm
Yeah,
scared
fuck
of
it.
fucking space.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
unpredictable.
It's scary as a motherfucker.
You ever watched Gravity?
I probably have. I watched a lot of space movies. I don't know about
The
Gravity.
one with Sandra Bullock.
Oh no, I haven't seen that one.
Watch that one. If you're afraid of space, the whole time it makes you just kind of feel like you're losing your breath and shit. Type shit.
It's
like,
not one of those ones where it's like about a damn demon in space, is it?
nah. I forget what they go up there
No,
for.
basically they go up there and they get disconnected. And
Yeah.
they start floating off into
yeah,
space.
essentially.
And it's whether they're gonna get help and like being lost out there by, like you said, by themselves and shit.
Yeah.
But watching that, don't you get a feeling of like anxiety a little bit, bro?
Fuck
like,
yeah.
Like, what the fuck would you do in that position?
I want to see that one. I never seen it.
Gravity, bro. Check it out.
I am
watch it
interested.
tonight.
Yeah. Watch it.
Nah, space is too scary though, bro.
Unpredictable. But it's like you never see that. You know what I'm saying?
I would
That's
like
fun.
to do the fucking floating thing that they do though, the no gravity, where they're just fucking floating around the spaceship, bouncing around and shit.
Oh, just like
Like-
jumping that shit?
Yeah, that shit.
Yeah, I
was
would
hard.
want to do that too. We looked it
Do
up
they have
last time. It's
simulations?
expensive. Yeah, we looked it up last time. It's expensive as fuck.
I heard if you do that shit, fucking like when you do it alive, then you come back down. Like I guess you don't use your legs when you do it and shit. You
No, for
pushing
sure.
off with your arms.
Well,
A lot
they
of
say
fools, like,
too when
pushing
you're
off.
in space, like they have to work out like hours out of the day because there's no gravity, so your
Yeah.
bones get like fucking weak and shit.
Yeah, I seen that shit.
That's just crazy.
That's crazy.
That's all I got, man. Pretty much.
Oh, yeah. Hey, man, well, that's another episode of Not Impressed Podcast, man. Appreciate everybody tapping in, man. It's my boy Reef, man. Came through. It's Kanesworld.
Big Pete.
Peace.
Peace.